If you watch or read the news every day, apparently we're heading to something of a disaster here in the United Kingdom, possibly all over the world. It's frightening, isn't it, you know? And on a serious note, I do get angry with the media because if you are living alone or you have problems or you don't feel very comfortable right now and you see those sort of stories, they can really scare you. You kind of think, oh dear, you know, what's going to happen? Will I be able to afford to eat? Will I be able to afford to do anything? And then of course you see the way that the governments of our countries around the world seemingly just waste money, willy-nilly as they often say. It's ridiculous because you kind of think, well, I thought we were short of money, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. And then suddenly you find out that your local government, council, or indeed national amenities are all wasting money on a huge grand scale. So what's the reason behind this? And as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to have your company as ever. Welcome one and all. I don't know if it's like that in your part of the world, you know. You're always being told, aren't you, to cut back and we have to do our best to save the planet, the earth, whatever, you know. Rinsing tins out, endless bins, brown, green, black, red, you know. I don't know if you're like that in your part of the world, but by the time you've done all of that, it's like a marathon, isn't it? You feel like you've had a workout just separating all your rubbish. And then of course you wonder, well, why bother? Because then they go on strike and it's rotting anyway, pointless. But it's this particular situation that's developing over here in the United Kingdom that's really angering the electorate, and rightly so when you think about it, because if you look around you see that we've also got all these incredible days now, you know, Black History Month, you know, Gay History Month or Gay Pride Month or whatever, you know, whichever. There's a day, there's a month for absolutely everything. And we're all supposed to be behind it. Let's not forget, of course, the major chains that get behind this have a vested interest. They hope to get your money. That's the only reason they put flags up, waving around, painting floors, you name it, that's the deal behind it. So it comes as a bit of a surprise when you think that local councils and amenities like the fire service, the police service, and of course the ambulance service are all busy repainting and rebranding their various vehicles like this. That's right. This is a fire engine. Not that you'd know it, of course, because it's all in support of gay pride. Ridiculous when you think. As one person pointed out, what happens now before they go to deal with the fire in hand? Do you get a rendition of Shirley Bassey singing, I am what I am? Truly, do we care? Do actually gay people care about this? No, they find it as laughable as most other people. It's as ever the people in power, the tick boxes that want to appear to be woke, right on and not be cancelled. According to the head of the fire service, Andy Rowe, this is all about inclusivity, making sure that people don't feel left out. You're dealing with fires, Andy. It's not about whether they feel comfortable. This is a matter of life and death. It's the same with the British police force, you know, dancing and doing TikTok videos at events. People say, oh, but it's nice because it gets them into the community. We don't want them in the community. We want to deal with the rising crime, the knife crime, people being murdered on the streets. That's the whole point of it. But over here is the bigger problem, not the people on the ground, like the police officers, the rare few on the beat, or indeed the firemen that I've been speaking to. They think all of this stuff is absolutely ridiculous and daft. But as they pointed out, they don't have the power to stop it, and in order to keep their jobs, they have to go along with it, and more importantly say that they agree with it. Now tell me, if you saw this fire engine coming along at you, what would you truly think? And first of all, would you actually think it's a fire engine? Seemingly over here in the world of woke, it's getting more ridiculous each day, but as it is, they're playing with your hard-earned cash, when it simply could be spent on so many better things. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.